A great 1-2 to start the year. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen, and this is your Week 2 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get you caught up on. Why don't we start out in Indianapolis? The Colts at home to take on the Denver Broncos. And this is the Broncos wideout. He's open on the right sideline and pulls this one in. A 45-yard touchdown. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys. They're hosting the New York Football Giants. And it's the newest Cowboy, George Pickens. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. A 55-yard touchdown. The Cowboys are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. One more to bring you now. Let's go to Vegas, shall we? The Raiders hosting the LA Chargers. And it's a guy who finished with 23 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions last year, Justin Herbert. One of his 3 touchdown passes on the night. The Chargers get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. On the Broncos sideline, you get a look at their head coach. These guys are crisp, 2-0 to begin this 2025 campaign. Across the field, head coach of the Chargers, Jim Harbaugh. His guys 2-0 as well, so two of the league's better teams meeting here this week. Lutz looks about ready to go, ball teed up. Kate Scott and Brock Heward with you in the booth. And we're off in Inglewood. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. But now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led up by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
2 numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, and he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those 2 numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Herbert from the gun. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And a big play is finally put to an end.
Yeah, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Broncos' 28-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert now off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
It's a gain of 3.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And 4th and 4 coming up. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. Dicker connects there. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Just kind of a confidence builder. An offense drives it down, special teams does their job, and now the defense is going to take the field with the lead.
The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Nix. Off his back foot, he hooks this one. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. He's got something complete. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
Broncos.
Nix from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he drives that punt backward on a gain of 4.
He's really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Running it again with Dobbins. Now he's past the 25. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal. Harvey is across the line for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos, who want up the opposing field goal, they start with 7 on their opening drive. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Jim Harbaugh getting his Charger offense out there for another drive. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. A tough one to retain through that hit. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
We'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Going with a screen to Hampton. And he's down. Looks like they made a stop at the 46-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Herbert going to tuck and run. Crosses for 35. Still got more room. Herbert slides to a stop with enough on that play to move those chains.
16 yards.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Took the ball himself for a big run.
Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Nice run across the 15. And he's finally taken down at the 3. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Hampton. Goes the wrong way. He's going to lose several here.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments and flashes of greatness like that that you see Dick Buckets, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
There's another for it. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Now we'll see the medical team head out towards a Charger who's still on the field and in some pain. Anticipating the pass, defense out there in dime. It's 3rd and goal. Herbert with a blitz coming. Jump off, caught by his back. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
It's 2 yards away, so the offense going for it. It's 4th and goal. Trying with Hampton. And they turn it away. The defense holds strong, and they get off the field with a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run, and the reward is they get off the field.
The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And they're not going to stop him until he gets out to that 16-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That has got to be so demoralizing for that defense. You get him back. It's a terrible field position to run the ball, but they run it right down your throat and move the chains. That stings.
He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Short pass brought in. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. Get 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Throwing the out route complete. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. It's the Broncos out in front. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. This has been a good drive, but it's at risk here on 3rd down. Left side now caught by Sutton. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
You know, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets a good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Extra cut to the right side. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos now lead by 10. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11.
14. Chargers 3. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. They took their shot on 4th and goal. Came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Catch made left side by McConkey. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on top.
Has a hole left, room to run. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdowns. The Chargers make it a one-score game in the first half. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown. I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. They can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Broncos are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. He's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
To throw, here's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. That's caught for the first. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
When you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, back who can show off his wheels.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Now Nix. Cut out left. He's got room to roam. Running down the left side. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos now lead by 10. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11.
Chargers 10. To kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. Things going well so far. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. First down now, ball at the 33. Here's Hampton to open the drive. Escapes the defender. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A nice gain of of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
On the play. And the Chargers, first down.
Set.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Herbert now. Finds the in route complete. This goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Man in motion here. Herbert. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 from the 43.
At the 43-yard line.
Now an inside give to Hinton. And the power play up the gut will result in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Allen, the motion man left. Has him on the quick hitter. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Gets him on the in route. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Go.
Herbert now off the play fake. All in left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him. It's fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not at the standard they set for themselves.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Set. Cap. Right in the hut. Go.
Now Herbert again. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Set. Go.
Motion the slot man right. Herbert throwing again. And he's going to have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers making a one-score game in the first half. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers cut the lead down to 4.
Chargers 17.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Broncos start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Carry here for Dobbins. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Not like that, Kate. It just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
First down from the 42. Shotgun snap to Nix. Hits him on the out route. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm. These outcuts, it is so imperative. And the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More football from SoFi in just a moment. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Nix from the gun. He's going deep this time. Brought in inside the 20. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. 35 on the pickup. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Mims with the grab. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. A give to Dobbins. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go. Brock, they take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. They go to him again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover, and that forces them to 4th and goal. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Get that close in the red zone. You know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Gets this to McConkey. Hit almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37.
It's a gain of 11. And the Chargers.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Went way outside there trying to work that sideline, Brock. But by the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction in the booth every time
I do.
we see that throw because I can close my eyes and remember the terror that I felt as a quarterback when you let that ball go and you're throwing it all the way to the boundary. There's some risk reward, and that time, well, there was more.
Could make the connection. He's looking for Lam McConkey. So they're left facing third and long.
10 yards to go.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. On third down, Herbert. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Where you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Nix. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Broncos first down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at the line. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Textbook, pitch route. Hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Nix. That's dropped off for Dobbins. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. He's got Sutton complete. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos will add to their lead at the end of the half. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos double their lead to 14.
Chargers 17. Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half.
Go. Delta.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41.
13 yards on the play. And the
So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly. We're skipping right through to the starts of the third quarter. The Chargers just about ready. There they go, sending it away. Return coming from the 6. Making some progress here. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. That kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. They give to Dobbins to start the third. And in a brilliant clear off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running after this offense. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. On first and 10, here's Nix. It's everything he has under this one. This is caught inside the 15. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing it well.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. First and 10, here's Hampton. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Again, it's Hampton. Hop behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They've got a man in motion. 3rd and long for him here. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Broncos are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Nix now to throw. Taking a shot deep here. He's got it deep downfield. down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
Nix with it on first. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Portland Sutton, the man he was after. And now they face second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
That's incomplete left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
So here, 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. This will be a 44-yard look. The kick by Lutz is good. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Charger offense making its way to the field. That score pushed the deficit to 24, so every opportunity to chip away at it important as they take the field. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. The play fake. Now Herbert's a throw. Connects on the crosser. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
At the 49-yard line.
In it with Hampton. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Bronco out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Set. Green 80. Green out. Black 80. Black. Go.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Right side and in the hands of Allen. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Herbert with a blitz coming. Back-to-back grabs here for Allen. He dodged the tackle. He will not score, but that does set him off Brock with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's a third. Chargers first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard
They go
line.
play action. Here's Herbert. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers taking the lead some in the 3rd. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned. It's 6 in the year.
Trying to chip away at that lead, but just not able to figure it out there to take another 2 points off.
Yeah, every one of these calls at this juncture of the game tells a story, and right now that story being told is this crew is feeling the pressure trying to chip away at those points. Maybe a little over-aggressive, because now they're still down big.
The Broncos and Cortland Sutton taking the field once again. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Running this with Dobbins. He's got a gain of 6 there. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. And as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Going the out route complete. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Nix from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Off his back foot, he's going to hurl this one deep. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
And 3 yards to go.
Going for the first with Dobbins. He's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 7 yards on that pickup. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
A gain of 7. 1st down Broncos.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Going deep here for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
2nd down. Here's Nix again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And once again, they can't connect.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that stretches the lead to 21.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Shotgun give to Hampton. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Chargers who's pretty shaken up and being tended to. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They're running the option, short side. Got some whistles here. Officials calling for a stoppage. Injured player, it appears. And that is their running back, Omarion Hampton. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Johnson finds the football. Complete. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That one goes for 31 yards. And good for an LA first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
39-yard line.
Looks like they go an option keeper on 1st and 10. Again, he's got room. To the house. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thinking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Harvey now to return it. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. They run. Here's Dobbins. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Sent to the ground by Khalil Mack.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Mims with the grab. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. It's a give here for Dobbins. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I bet you, Kate, if you went back and studied all of these runs in the NFL over a course of a season that gained significant yardage, there plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 70 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Now Nick's on 3rd down. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. The Broncos have the football, Brock, and with that lead, might have a win in just a little while, too. The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. Going for it on 4th, Nix. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Throwing on 1st is Herbert. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. From the gun, they go with Harris. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Bring the tight end in motion. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Has it down close. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now within one score in the fourth. Ticker on now for the PAT. Pressure gets there, right side, it's blocked! Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for two, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Good work so far. He's got room. And he finally steps out, but it seems the damage has been done. That's down inside the enemy 40.
By the time he shifted into a different gear, began that foot race up the left sideline, you can tell this return was already getting out of hand. And what a gift for this offense, who now gets to take over. A lot of the work in the field position already done.
The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Long game there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. Now we'll see the medical team head out towards a Charger who's still on the field and in some pain. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Running it again with Dobbins. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got Sutton complete. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos lead by 15 now. Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Chargers take over.
Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
First and 10, Herbert. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception and just force it in an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Herbert from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. This is hauled in by Harris. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. A timeout here as we tend to an injured player. That's Keenan Allen who's shaken up. And with his history, Hopefully nothing that keeps him out very long. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Motioning left is Johnston. Herbert on first down. This time not able to get it to him. He's got a favorite target on this drive, but incomplete there. It's going to bring up second down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Get some space around midfield. They'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. That one's good to McConkey. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Wide 80. Wide 80 hot. Delta.
Herbert to throw once more. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. McConkey with a touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton taking the field once again. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with these looks all game. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. That's dropped off for Dobbins. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Bronco out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. Second and 3 now. Going with Dobbins here. Ooh, awfully close to that line of game. Stop though made at the 46. 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 3rd down run by Dobbins. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Here we go with Dobbins. And he's going to be blocked out after reaching the 43. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2, and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Back to a familiar target. It's Sutton. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. Third down.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game.
First down, Broncos.
Offense is set. First and 10. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. We have an injured player down there, and with his history, we really hope this is nothing serious. It is J.K. Dobbins who was hurt on that one. Coming to the line, this is first and 10. On the handoff, here's Harvey. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Chargers who's pretty shaken up and being tended to. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. This time it's a passing play. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. First and goal coming up.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. A give to Dobbins. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Now we'll see the medical team head out towards a Charger who's still on the field and in some pain. 2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Again, it's Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped short. They bring him down as he gets to the 3. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. They're running with Harvey. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown!
Touchdown, Denver.
The Broncos have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos lead by 15 now.
Chargers 43. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. This makes it up to the 25.
Chargers take over first.
Now LA getting its offense all set to go. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's first and 10.
Copy.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass. Intended for his running back there. That brings up 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
2nd and 10. Herbert trying again. And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. That brings up 3rd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
third down. Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Chargers, first down.
First and 10. Here's Herbert. Complete that to the right side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
17 more yards.
Pickup of 17. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set.
Herbert throwing again. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away.
Brings up second and 17.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He's going to be caught by his running back, Harris. And they don't get any help on this second down. Brock is out right along the line, so no gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away.
Brings up fourth down.
Here he goes. Going to have this on fourth down. And this one swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Design run. Here's Nix. Lining up to take it on second down. Here's a look for Nix. So it's a win for the Broncos. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. So for Brock Eward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.